In this one video, this is where things get a little bit more accelerated and a little bit more exciting, because now we're going to talk about skill, experience, and the practical stuff. We're going to shift gears a little bit. Up to this point, we've been talking about the alignment. Um, you know, Alignment without structure doesn't make the money. So this video is where we start connecting who you are to how income actually starts to build. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Money is not made by effort. Money is made by packaging value in a way the market can buy and keep buying. And value comes from one of three places: skill, experience, or wisdom. But each one produces income very differently. Let's make this practical. Skill is execution. It's what you do. An example: running ads, editing content, designing websites, booking calls. Skills make money fast, but they cap income. It caps. Why? Because skill-based income trades time for money. You get paid per task, per hour, or per output. This is usually where people start, and that's fine. But if you stay here too long, income starts to stall. The next level is experience. Experience is when you've applied a skill long enough that you know what works, you know what doesn't work, you know what most people do wrong. This is where consulting, coaching, and advising start. Now you're not just doing the work, you're guiding decisions, you're helping other people do the work. Income increases because you solve problems faster, you reduce mistakes, you save people time and money. But here's where real scale begins: wisdom. Wisdom is when you take your experience and turn it into a system. This is where the roadmap forms. Wisdom allows you to create frameworks, build offers that don't rely on constant execution, help multiple people get results simultaneously. This is how income scales to 50,000, 100,000, even millions in a matter of months. Let me make this very clear. The $100,000 a month path looks like this: skill earns cash, experience earns trust, wisdom earns leverage. Most people get stuck because they try to jump steps. They want to sell wisdom before they've lived experience. I've had a lot of my students actually tell me they want to build offers, but me knowing them, I realized they did not have the skills or the qualifications to be the one to run these offers. And I told them, no, you can't do this, and I'm not going to help you do this. Why? Because I believed that the value was not going to be fair, and I didn't believe they would be able to last in that offer. I didn't believe that that would literally be the one thing to take them to the next level. But I've also met some that had a lot of value, but were undervaluing it. They thought, well, I only have so much experience in this, but I don't think it's going to take me to $100,000 a month. And I told them, you might get to $1 million a month before you realize it, because you don't see your own potential, but it's real. What you know is real. Your experience is real, and you're actually a master at what you're actually talking about. So, your job in this blueprint is to move deliberately throughout these stages. Ask yourself, what skill do I currently have that already earns money? Where do I have real experience that reduces risk for others? What patterns could I turn into a repeatable system? That's the beginning of your offer. What you can give results on, and what you've seen so far that's been making things move, and you create it. Instead of expecting it and waiting for it to happen naturally, now you take it in your own hand. Okay, I've been doing this and that and this and that. That's how I've been able to make money while doing this. Or that's how I've been able to get people the results. Now you make it automatic. That's when we actually start talking about scaling super fast. In the next video, We'll start breaking down how integrity compounds into income, how to structure offers that scale, and how to stop trading your time for money without losing cash flow. That's probably one of the videos that you guys are going to be very excited about, and it's about to start soon.